thanks from you. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Most beautiful baby skin. Always. It's so fresh and glowing. What do you do? Tell us your secret.
I loved your husband and now I love you even more. I exfoliate loads.
Good, yeah.
Swear by exfoliating.
That's where I'm
you
going.
can actually scrub out wrinkles. You can do it. I've tried baby Botox. It made me look a bit strange because bits were moving and bits weren't.
What's baby Botox? You have a little tiny bit.
You have a tiny little bit instead because it's supposed to give you the more natural look. But I'm quite an animated person with my face, so bits were going like that and bits were going like that, and I just thought, oh no, this isn't working for me. So no, really good scrub, cleanse, moisturise, all those things I think are really important. But exfoliating for me is the most important thing.
I think being an Essex girl helps too.
Yeah, well, we love our grooming. We love our grooming.
Well, you do
don't
look
we?
great, and it's good to see you.
Thank you
we're
so
saying, I was saying
much.
there in your introduction, you kind of disappeared for a while. You know, so we had EastEnders and the massive storyline, and you were. Everybody knew you were a household name.
Yeah.
And then you became very ill, which and we read bits in the press, but nobody really knew what was going on in your life.
No, I wasn't quite sure myself.
Yeah.
I was on a kind of a journey of discovery, and it was quite frightening because then when I was finally told that I had ME, I was like, well, what's the cure? What do I take? And they said, well, we don't know. We don't know how we cure this. And it's the most awful illness. People just think that you're just tired and people think you're just lazy.
For people who don't know what ME is, how would you describe it?
I would describe it personally, because there's a lot of people out there that get very ferocious about what it is, but personally for me, I feel like it's kind of a malfunction of your body. It's almost like a virus in a computer of your body, and it's kind of its way of protecting you. It feels like you've pushed beyond your limits too much, or you've had shock or grief or whatever it may be, and you feel like you're really hungover, you have really bad flu, and you've been beaten up by Mike Tyson about 1 million times. You just feel horrific.
And it sounds like giving birth.
Does it start... It's ME Awareness Today, actually,
Yes,
funnily
it
enough.
is, I know.
Did it sort of just come on like that, or was it like a gradual
For me,
thing?
I was getting lots of viruses, lots of infections,
Your immune
glandular
system was
fever,
down,
and my immune system was down, and then I kind of just got something and I just couldn't recover.
Glandular fever's quite often in there,
linked
isn't
with it.
Yeah.
And I just can't wait till they find out for sure what it is, and as a result what we can do to treat it. But I've had to just pace myself, realise what matters, kind of had to wake up and smell the coffee because I was forever on that wheel.
So how long? How many years are we talking that you've
8 years.
8 years.
And at one time you were actually in a wheelchair, weren't you?
Yeah, at one point, I mean, it was literally for about a week because I just thought, I am not having this. I might not be able to walk, I might not be able to wash my hair or lift the remote, but I don't want to be in this because I don't want to get caught in this situation. And I didn't trust myself that I'd be able to get out of it once I started. And I was proud of myself if I made it from here to my window, which was there. And I used to look, I lived near Battersea Park, and I used to look at people going by thinking, God, I'm so jealous that you're just getting on with your everyday lives. And it made me appreciate a lot.
You didn't go on antidepressants either, did you? Because, again, you
not,
sort of
Not
thought...
for the ME, but I did go on antidepressants for the depression, which I think is a separate thing. But I think anybody with a chronic illness for a long period of time will get down and get depressed.
Yes, definitely.
And I think that there were links, but I think that I had depression as well as a separate thing.
Do you not think the problem is as well that there are no physical, obvious...
You look fine.
Yeah, you
kind
look
of signs
well.
that you're ill?
I mean, I lost friends. I lost friends over it.
Convince people that you've got this illness
I
when you're
didn't.
looking
I
good
didn't.
on the
People
outside.
think that you're tricky or you're difficult. Friends think that you're flaky and that you're doing things when it suits you. And I wasn't good at pacing myself. I wanted to be all things to all people, as you do when you're young, and impress everybody all the time. And I was frightened to say no. And it's so lovely as I'm getting older that I'm finding that power within myself to trust myself and say no.
It's okay.
You can say no with a smile. You don't have to be
What
horrible.
about your relationship, your lovely husband Jack, who I know, and he's absolutely adorable and a lovely, lovely man.
Yeah.
How difficult was that for your relationship? I mean, he's younger than you. There must have been times when you thought, you didn't sign up for this.
No, and when we got married, it kind of everything just went wrong for us. And it was one thing after another, and I kept thinking, brush yourself down, this is going to end. Brush yourself down, this is going to end. And I did say to him at one point, listen, I don't know. I didn't know I was going to be sat here now feeling better. You know, if you want to go on and meet somebody else, I don't know if I'm strong enough to carry a child. I don't want to take that right away from you. I love you so much. I don't want you to lose out because of me. And he was like, oh, don't be stupid, you know, we're going to get through this together and don't give up and it's going to be fine. So he was my little soulmate throughout.
And of course you did have a child.
Yeah.
I got there in the end.
the sort of the ME? Did it
Yeah.
with the hormone changes? Did it kind of adjust yourself inside?
Do you know what? You're the first person that's asked me that, and I actually think it did. There was kind of like a reset. Don't get me wrong, I still have to manage it, like you do a lot of chronic illnesses like Crohn's or diabetes or whatever it may be. I have to manage it. It's my thing when I push myself too far. But yes, I can live a normal life now. Yes, I can commit to things. Yes, I can do the job I love again. And most of all, I'm well enough for my son.
Fantastic.
And my marriage is healthy again
And you've
because
got a bit
I'm
of
well.
balance going on.
Yeah.
For more Loose Women action, click here. And I'd subscribe if I were you. It's totally free, and it means you'll be kept up to date with new videos and exclusive YouTube content.
We've had absolute killings with each other as well. Like, we're not just this... We didn't just go from being married to being, like, very best friends. It's hard, and it is hard every day. And I think what probably makes it easier right now is that neither of us have moved on.
Yeah.
And I think, when he moves on, of course I'm going to be jealous. Like, it's just going to be a natural reaction. But my biggest worry is that, like, his new girlfriend won't let me be his friend.